welcome. My name is Richard Cook. I'm Director of CARMA, the Center of Architecture and the Visual Arts at the University of Liverpool. I have the pleasure to introduce you today to the Shaun the Sheep immersive experience project that is kindly funded by the HRC. My colleague at the University of Liverpool is Dr. Shaun Lu. He's the Director of Smart Lab and Robotics Lab at our university. In terms of UK partners, we have partnered up with Aardman. Aardman, as you perhaps know, is the most successful independent animation studio in the world. They are a leading force for family entertainment, not just in the UK, but internationally. They're Oscar and BAFTA winning, and honestly, we could have not hoped for a better industry partner in the UK. Similar situation in China, actually. We found with the Shanghai Theatre Academy a very powerful and fantastic partner. They are a leading art institution of higher education in China, focusing on the performing arts and theatre training, but in recent years have also rapidly becoming one of the leading places to study digital arts. A quick introduction to our project. What do we aim with our project? What are the aims and objectives? Well, they are indeed very high. We aim to deliver a world's first research innovation in technological, methodological, but also in terms of creative application that will transform the delivery of Aardman's high-end animation work, that of Shaun the Sheep in particular, from a currently linear and a pre-rendered end-user product that is normally shown on television or in the cinema, into a non-linear, real-time, responsive, spatially immersive experience, and one that can be enjoyed by a wide family audience in China without the need for any headsets, gloves, or pre-rendered animation. At the end of this project, we hope to have delivered a genuinely new kind of, in fact, AI-driven, sensor-based, spatially immersive storytelling methodology that should have, hopefully, the power and potential to transform family entertainment experiences in China, but perhaps also globally. What are some of the challenges we face and what is really new about our approach? Well, in terms of experiences, I'm sure you have seen in recent years that there's a surge in the arts around immersive experiences, and we are seeing more and more places that are filled with audiovisual content, creating very unique and powerful and emotive immersive experiences. I'm thinking here, for instance, of the work that is produced by Team Lab, that they work in Tokyo, in Singapore, and Macau, or that of Art Tech House in Washington, Miami, and New York. These groups, these art collaboratives, create and curate interactive, immersive digital art exhibitions that are somewhere situated at the intersection of the arts, science, and the natural world. If you've been to some of these places, you perhaps get also the sense that there are nearly something like esoteric spaces. They have been born out of a collaboration between architects, engineers, animators, computer scientists, and even mathematicians. Such experiences use projections, spatial sound, sensors, generative components, and sometimes even machine learning. The attraction comes from being in that space, to be in the moment, and to share that experience and this undoubtedly amazing happening with an online remote audience. So people take a lot of selfies and share that online. So it's a shared experience that wants to be shared with others. This is powerful. We can learn lessons from that. These exhibitions create a brand through, in fact, a new type of experience that we haven't seen before. They have a target audience, which is often younger. It's the young art consumer in the age of digital media who gains pleasure from being in and capturing this spectacular moment in time and then obviously broadcast it or share it online. Our project is quite different from that. We take, of course, inspiration from such work, but we don't want to create a new kind of branded experience. In fact, we are already working with a major brand. We're working with a major brand on hopefully creating an equally appealing and indeed also immersive experience, but one that is story-driven. Our audience is also very wide. It's a family audience. That means young kids with their adults, and both have to be entertained. So the success of the attraction that we are planning does not come from foregrounding the arts and technology, but from the story. So with Artman, we're working on a combination of story, locative environments, real-time animation, responsive systems, and machine learning. I now have the pleasure of handing over to two of my colleagues who work with me on this project. First of all, Niall Harding-Hill. She's head of attractions and life experiences at Artman, and she will be talking to you about the Shaun the Sheep brand and their internationalization strategy. And then you will hear from Dr. Marina Guo, who is a Kava associate, and she will be talking specifically about the Chinese context, for instance, in relation to augmented technology, the market around that, and immersive experiences. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Richard. Hello. As Richard touched on, Aardman are a UK-based independent animation studio, creating feature films, series, commercials and interactive entertainment for a diverse and intergenerational global family audience. With over 40 years' experience, we've become one of the world's best-loved animation studios through creating characters such as Wallace and Gromit, Shaun the Sheep and Chicken Run, amongst many others. Throughout, we retain our vision to be the most inspirational animation company in the world. Celebrating its 25th anniversary in 2020, Shaun the Sheep is now Aardman's biggest global brand, with territories like Germany, Japan and China driving our marketing and content strategy. What led to this success? Many IPs sell themselves on their whole audience, cross-generational appeal, the Hollywood sell of 4-quadrant movies, for example. We believe our content truly works for a very broad audience and across borders because it also has Aardman comedy. In Shaun the Sheep, Richard Starzak created a world with its feet in original silent comedy, reminiscent of Buster Keaton, laugh-out-loud slapstick visual comedy. We see Shaun and the flock as a family and believe this adds to its universal appeal. Shaun and Bits are like brothers. Shaun is the irascible younger brother. If he saw a button that says "do not press," he'd press it, but quickly realise he shouldn't have. Bits is the elder brother who is stuck between Shaun and the farmer. He tries to do the right thing, but he often has an impossible job. The farmer is the myopic dad who doesn't know what his kids are up to behind his back. Every asset we produce needs to reflect this narrative and comedic quality, as this is what keeps audiences coming back. From the show itself on kids' channels around the world to a Shaun the Sheep attraction in Japan, Sweden or Australia. The world is ever changing, true this year more than ever, and so it's just not enough to make nice TV shows. Kids and families live in a multimedia, multi-platform world, and we have to be there wherever they are, any country, any time, any platform. Although recognised as a kids brand globally with a sweet spot of 6 to 9-year-olds, the brand continues to be loved by the whole family as Shaun plays at many levels for different age audiences. Children love the visual comedy, while adults appreciate the subtle sight gags and underlying comedy, innuendos and parodies. In Asia, particularly in Japan, China and South Korea, we've also established an ever-growing audience of young adult fans. Some grew up watching Shaun the Sheep, but many found engagement through strong merchandise and LBE activations in the territories. Over the past 13 years, since the Shaun the Sheep series launched, we've amassed a great deal of high-quality content. However, we also focus on and target the reality that every year a whole new group of kids and their families will discover Shaun for the first time through non-broadcast routes. We work hard to package up content and distribute to as many platforms as possible to capture our audiences. Shaun is on the best broadcast platforms around the world, but he's now enjoyed just as much across SVOD and AVOD platforms, including Prime Video, iTunes, YouTube, and Tencent in China. As illustrated here, we've built up a community of millions of fans who are not only watching content, but sharing stickers, playing games, visiting live events and attractions, and buying merchandise. Strategically, location-based entertainment, touring shows, exhibitions, and live events provide a completely new gateway to the brand for audiences. This approach has been particularly successful in driving brand awareness and engagement in China and Southeast Asia, and led to our biggest ever retail campaign with Fila, introduced across China and Southeast Asia in 2020. This has been an activation across all touchpoints, from physical retail experiences, social sharing platforms, KOLs and e-commerce. Our mission is to continue to grow Shaun the Sheep as a global entertainment brand which delivers experiences to unite the family, embedded with Aardman comedic narrative, and drives forward our ambition to constantly push the boundaries of what's possible to do with the brand. What better way to challenge and live up to this mission than to partner in this project to develop Shaun the Sheep's first fully immersive location-based visitor experience in China? I'll now hand over to Marina to talk more about the immersive location-based entertainment industry within China.
Hi, I'm Marina Guo. I'm currently work as a research fellow at University of Liverpool. Previously, I've been working at Shanghai Theatre Academy full-time for about 6 years, so the natural link helps a lot in the communication. The China market of visitor experience and location-based entertainment has been dominated by a younger generation who pursues socialized, trendy, and personalized consumption. New generation of consumer under the age of 40 actually contributed to the 77.8% of the total spending. China consumers are more willing to pay a premium for products and services that offer them new and richer experience that align with their values. Nighttime leisure and entertainment offers reflect a demand for quality lifestyle experiences. Increasing engagement and consumption contributed to a flourishing nighttime economy. In 2018, nighttime consumption accounted for over 60% revenue streams to the attractions in Tier 1 city in China. Immersive entertainment has been the most popular option in China in the past few years, and Google searching showed that the interest in immersive interests kept rising significantly. China will become the world's largest entertainment consumer market in the future. Immersive storytelling driven by XR technology will accelerate the next generation entertainment industry towards producing more immersive, experiential, and interactive experiences. UK and China stakeholders have different set of incentives. The UK team aims to offer a culturally relevant Shaun the Sheep experience to the Chinese audience, while it's part of the UK cultural export strategy. While Chinese partners wish to work with UK popular IP to help their destinations, attractions, and brand partners to attract visitors and consumers. Based on my observation, the potential demand for non-screen Shaun the Sheep experience will be in the area of family entertainment center, urban farm, location-based entertainment, attractions, and theme park. Learning feature is so important for Chinese rising middle class, especially for those young families. So potentially we could imagine a portfolio of Shaun the Sheep Farm, Shaun Land, or Shaun Discovery Center in China. Shaun the Sheep project engaged a number of stakeholders. There will be one Shaun, two approaches. The priority of Chinese partners is to develop an immersive XR space and multiple demonstrators of IP-related experiences which will have potentials to scale up in the field of urban entertainment and visitor attractions. So it will be a practice-led research in technology and new product development for commercialization. In terms of the funding, the public fund from Shanghai Cultural Creative Industry Fund is granted to the industry partner, Shanghai West End Media. Shanghai Theatre Academy will provide additional fund for the immersive lab. So these will be more tasks to be delivered within 8 months from China's side. All partners engaged will have to deal with multiple challenges like differences in cultural, business practices, priorities, as well as a capacity gap in content and technology. Shanghai Theatre Academy has played an important role in secure a total fund of £1 million from UK and China. STA Downtown Campus houses 2 leading labs, Digital Performing Arts National Lab and Shanghai Virtual Performing Art Lab. In its brand new campus, STA aims to turn a space, which is 450 square meter size, from a empty space to a fully equipped immersive XR lab, which will house a prototype of Shaun the Sheep experience. The amazing part of this project is to bring expertise and value of each partner together. I think in the journey ahead with research and industry partnership hand in hand, STA will be able to develop its production capacity from current artistic performance to the next level of real-time interactive storytelling. I believe culturally relevant immersive storytelling will be the key to the success of this project. I can't wait to see those lovely characters stepping from screen to the virtual and real world to welcome global audience in the future.
Thank you, Marina, and thank you, Nayo. It's for me to wrap up this session. What are you taking away from this? I hope you take away from our presentation that we have very high ambitions. We are potentially working on a game changer. We're working on an entirely new kind of immersive experience that is story-driven, and that hopefully will have indeed the potential of translate and transform family entertainment into something that we haven't seen before. We face a lot of challenges. Some of the challenges we have expected and we found ways to mitigate them. Some of them we didn't expect, such as COVID-19. So there are some lessons to be learned, I think, from the COVID-19 pandemic, particularly for a project that is location-based. So location and the fact that we can go to a place lies at the very essence of our project. So the COVID-19 pandemic made us realize that while location-based experiences are very important, and I'm convinced it is a future market, we need to also invest and think very carefully about remote experiences. And in fact, we hope with the help of the HRC that we can, as part of this project, develop alongside the location-based experiences also a model for a future kind of remote experiences of some of the content that we are creating. That's all for me now, and I would like to thank you very much for your attention, and I hope I see you in person very soon. Thank you from all of us.